Testing 1 2 1 2. Hey, as the description says, it's been a while. Even YouTube looks a little different here. What's going on? Here we go. All right. All right, I'm going to go onto Facebook and put this in. Sharing the link, actually. All right, so as usual, I'm going to wait a few minutes, see if anybody shows up. If not, this video will be deleted. I guess that light works better. So yeah, if you're here, say hello. The chat should be open. Let me know you can hear me. I had to pretty much take everything apart on my desk here, so I want to make sure everything's back together the right way. Sorry, I'm just moving the monitor a little closer to me here. All right, so if you hop on, let me know you're here. Come on. Got a couple of people that popped on here so far. Don't know if this mic is working. Can you hear me? me put my monitor up. 222. Yep, that's working there. I just don't know if it's going through to you. I need a new computer chair because my desk is up a little higher. So I made a few changes here in the studio. Studio's a mess right now, so got a lot of projects going on in here. Mr. Costa's here, and someone named Roger. I need to put this link into Facebook. All right, while I'm waiting a little bit longer, I need to get on Amazon and place an order. I just bought the new Mac Mini, the M1 chip, and it should be here Friday. And I have my iMac here that I'm using right now up for sale if anybody's interested. I also have a 23-inch Apple Cinema display for sale too. But I need to order a monitor. I'm going to get one of the ultra wide curved monitors for this desk, and probably a mount so I can kind of move it around where I need it. Pretty sure I'm gonna get a 34-inch curved frameless ultra wide QHD 144 hertz FreeSync height adjustable. And I need a mount. I gotta find a mount. Let's see. figure out my business card. 9059. There it is. Just ordered my new monitor. All right. I guess Mike is the only one here. So I might just shut this down and say the hell with it. Hey, Aaron. What's up? I was just about to shut this down. Seems like a slow day here. I was in the studio. I was in here cleaning, really, from where I am behind my computer, from the wall I did the last couple of days. Kind of vacuumed and put everything nice and all the cables and everything on my desk nice, and kind of lost. I put my rack unit underneath my desk with my Focusrite interfaces in there, and got rid of this gigantic, I don't know if you can see it, but it's over here, swivel Lazy Susan thing that's getting out of here. I'm trying to go minimalist with this whole thing. Did I get my EVH yet? No. Last thing I heard, first they were telling me, when I first ordered it, they said probably March, but now Musician's Friend just told me May. So I got to wait. And I'm still waiting on the Quad Cortex, but it looks like those are starting to ship soon, so that'll be cool. I don't know if you notice, but back there next to Tom Brady, I got a new Telecaster. That Charvel I was trying to Chevelle I was trying to sell. I ended up trading that right down the street at my buddy's music shop. I traded it for that Telecaster, and I'm kind of digging it. My friend Chris and I are been working on a cover of Animal by Def Leppard, doing everything. He did the drums and I did everything else. I did the lead vocals. We're both doing backing vocals, but right now we're in the process of mixing and doing some more vocals on it. But I ended up using that telly in the verse parts and the clean stuff. I can't remember what model it is. I think it begins with a T. Hold on. Yeah, I can't. There's nothing. It doesn't say anything on there. Let me look it up. Hold on. Fender Telecaster. It's a newer model. It's not one of the ultra expensive ones. Aaron, you might know it more than I would. I'm on Sweetwater right now to see if any of these words catch my eye here. Hold on. I think it's made in Mexico. Why am I drawing a blank on this? It's Ventera. They go for like 900 to $1,000. So it's a Ventera. Let me put that in on Sweetwater. No, I'm trying to find the exact. It looks like it's a Fender Ventera 50s Telecaster. Is that the one? Or is it a 70s? Oh no, wait, there might be it right there. Sonic Blue, right? I'm just trying to compare it. I think it's a Fender Ventera 50s Telecaster Sonic Blue. Yeah, that looks about right. Ventera. That's what it is. Different from what I'm used to. I like Strats and hot rodded Strats and all that, humbuckers. But it's got a nice feel to it. It's got a nice tone to it. And I figure if I don't end up liking it, it's going to be easier to sell than that Charvel for whatever reason. I actually had a guy come down and was gonna buy the Charvel, but it would not stay in tune. I don't know what happened. I think it's because it's been sitting there for so long. But he backed away from it. So that day, I actually took it to the shop down the road and made the trade. Are the pickups noisy? I haven't played anything with distortion yet, so I've only done. I just used it to record the clean parts in that Def Leppard song, and it had a nice chimey bell-like sound to whatever. I think I had it in the middle position. I don't remember, but it's just something. I just wanted something different than what I have up there. So now I just need a Les Paul, which I don't want because, as you know, I've bought and sold Les Pauls, and they're just not for me. Let's see. So yeah, right now, just to give I wanted to come on to give an update because actually somebody on Instagram, I can't remember who it was. I apologize if he ends up watching this, but he reached out. I posted some photos on Instagram, and he reached out and said that he hasn't gotten an alert from YouTube of me doing these videos in a while. Just wanted to make sure everything was okay, and so that's why I figured I'd come on here today. I just had another surgery back 2 weeks ago. It was from the hernia surgery that I had in August. I had complications with it. It went well. Went to my follow-up today, and I got some new meds, so hopefully that's going to take care of the other issue I'm having. The wrist is good. The wrist is feeling really good, actually. So I'm just trying to get back to normal here, and I got a lot going on. We got stuff going on outside. I got stuff going on in this studio. So I wanted to show you, if you haven't seen the photos I've been posting, what I've been up to in the studio here. I'm still doing the eBay thing. It's been steady. It's been slow. Then it picks up, and it goes back down. I haven't been doing much buying lately just because I've got so much stuff already. I wanted to take a break from buying, but I started a project in here that is going to take me a little while. So I do have another camera on here that I hopefully can show you what I got going on. So let me see if I can switch this. Hold on a second. All right. Sorry about that. So you're going to see, well, besides this, you're going to see what I'm looking at as far as my desk goes. And you can see the wall. So the wall behind my desk, sorry for the shaking. I just dropped the thing. The wall behind my desk, I just finished yesterday. Except for that one little spot right there underneath the little mount there. I got to put one more piece in there. But I did this yesterday and the day before. It's all pallet wood. So down here underneath the desk now I have my rack with my 2 Scarletts in there. I might sell that second one because I don't really use it. I believe it's I don't know, it's a file. It might be a FireWire. So I got that. That used to be on the left of the desk. Then I put my Line 6 Soundscape mixer on the desk along with my big knob here for my monitors. And as you can see, my monitors are on monitor stands now. And there's Mike Costa's piano. But I got a couple of sets of my monitors here. I'll show you that wall again. So basically what I did, let me put this down and switch back. So basically what I did was I started picking up, regular wood pallets that people were giving away or that were free, basically. And I started taking them apart, and it took me 2 whole days to get through like 8 or 9 or 10 pallets, and a lot of them cracked, and it was just the process was going to take too long. So I originally was only going to do that wall, and then you can actually see back there, I started that wall yesterday before I got too late. So I was going to do these 2 walls, but I think I'm going to do this whole studio in that because I just think it looks really cool. It looks like an old barn in here. I get that feel, and it's got that nice wood smell. What monitors do I have? Those are the Yamaha HS8s, and then I have the smaller M Audio AV40s on the desk. But and I am selling. I'm got my iMac going right now. I'm selling that. I have it up on Marketplace, and I have it on eBay. And I have a 23-inch Apple Cinema display that's up on both right now. And I just ordered the 34-inch ultra-wide curved monitor. And I have a Mac Mini coming on Friday with the new M1 chip, which is supposed to be unbelievably fast. I'm just trying to tone down everything. What I'm going to sell this iMac for is going to pay for the monitor and the Mac Mini, no questions asked. So I'm just trying to get things dialed in a little bit better in the studio here and give myself more room. As you can see behind me, I got a lot of junk sitting around that's all going to get moved. So my next thing that I'm going to do is I've been cleaning in here all day. I've been cleaning this behind me, behind the monitor, behind the camera. I've been cleaning all that area and doing the wires on the desk and all the cables. But what I'm going to do next is start pulling stuff, not the guitars, leave those on the wall for now, but start pulling stuff away from those, the back walls there where you see the orange next to Tom Brady, and start putting up that wood all the way up like I did on this side. The Van Halen wall and the door is not going anywhere. That's all staying there. But the orange was kind of clashing with that, and I didn't like it. So I think the wood is going to look really cool in here once I'm done. Plus, it's going to also soundproof this even more than it is. You know, I have the insulation all the way, all the walls, all the way up, the rafters, everything. But adding this, all this treatment to the walls is going to even make that, you know, when I'm outside, if I have music playing loud in here and I go outside the studio, I can hear it. You know, it's like a dull sound. If you work, the further away you walk, obviously you don't hear it anymore. But when you're around the building, you can hear it. So it should help deaden that even more. But so today it's only 30 degrees for a high here today. So I just, my body was telling me don't do any of that work today because I need a day to kind of recuperate a little bit. But what I ended up doing, so I was saying I got the pallets and it was taking too long. So then I found a guy in East Greenwich, Rhode Island here. Giant old factory buildings full of pallets and pallet pieces and just those slats that you get off of pallets already pulled off. And he sells them at like 40 cents each. And I bought like 300 of them. And I still got a bunch loaded in the back of my truck I haven't even gotten to yet. So I bought like 300 of them just to finish this wall. And oh good, I got a refund from Amazon. Nice. So I finished the wall and I have a bunch left, and it's going to get me that wall, which it's basically around the door and above. And then I'm going to start on the side walls, and I'm going to surround myself in wood. And then I'm going to clean up all this crap that's laying around. Right now, it's just everything's kind of in the middle, just so I did all this without moving. I just moved the piano a little ways out of the way. The big rack I have over there got moved. The desk stayed where it was. Everything stayed plugged in. The TV that's up there mounted, that stayed there. I worked my way around that. It wasn't easy. It was a lot of crawling under the desk, and which wasn't the greatest thing for my surgery and for my back. Mainly my back. My back has been killing me. But what I did was, so I got 4 different shades. They're all the regular pine or the light wood color on those slats. So I bought, I think it was Jacobine, pecan or pecan, whatever you want to call it, and then there was like a grayish stain. So I just did. I made piles, random piles, and I just stained them those 3 different colors, and then I had another pile where I didn't stain anything. So that's where you get. Let me get this camera back on. That's where you get the 3 different colors or whatever. So you got the dark wood, you got the grayish blue, you got the pieces with nothing on it, and then you got the kind of almost like blonde or reddish looking pieces there. And I left the pegboard. You can see the pegboard behind there. I left that up because you're not going to get perfect pieces on these because they're all different sizes. So if you see, let me try to get my finger in there. If you look right up there, you can see a little where it doesn't match up, but you can see the orange behind it from the pegboard. It's kind of what I was going for. If you look in an old barn, you can kind of sometimes see through the walls because it's so old. So I'm pretty happy with the way. Let me put it under the desk here. All my wires. I did the best I could with these wires underneath here. Crazy. But I'm happy with the way it came out. And I think, what am I getting now? Apple support. So I like I said, I'm happy with it, and I'm going to continue. Tomorrow it's supposed to be a little bit warmer. By the end of the week, it's gonna be back in the 50s and lower 60s. So that's gonna be perfect. I don't think I have. Looking at my calendar, yeah, I don't have any other appointments other than my eBay stuff this week. Sorry, I'm just checking messages here. All right. Did I do hammer or screw them all in? I did neither. I did nail gun, Brad nailer. They're like inch and a quarter. There was no way I was screwing those things in, and there was no way I was gonna hammer those things, especially with my wrist just having the surgery a couple of months ago. Got the compressor in here. I don't know if you can see it. No, it's behind that chair. All the tools are on the floor behind that chair, so I don't have to keep bringing them in the workshop in the house. I just go right out and work out there. Uh, yeah, the nail gun is awesome. I've already gone through probably almost 2,000 nails just on that wall. Because each one, and the good thing about the pegboards is that you can see where the studs are, you know, through the pegs. And I can kind of see where I screwed the pegboards in. So I could always hit for the most part, hit the studs. But also, where there was no studs, using a nail gun just puts it right into the pegboards, which is one of the reasons why I left it up. Plus an extra cushion or an extra layer of soundproofing too. And I had to cut, the 45-degree angles because the roof pitches and all that stuff. But the sidewalls are going to be easy. Let me show you the sidewalls if I can here. So the see, 45-degree angles up there. Sidewalls are all flat for the most part and doesn't go up as high. So I'm just going to go up to the molding. I had those white strips, if you remember, up there too, but those are coming down. And I think in the corner, I have like a corner bead there, but I went over that, and then when I connect the next pieces up to it, I'm going to get another piece of quarter bead, or corner bead, I should say, to just kind of finish it off and make it part of the molding going down in all the four corners. But that doing those sidewalls is going to be so much easier to do than doing this wall and that wall. Especially this wall that I did. I had to get that one done first because that was going to take the most. And like I said, that side, let me try to get this camera on that side there. So basically, as you can see, I started over here already. I'm going to go up to the top of the door frame. Then I'm going to do over here up to the top of the door frame and down. And then I can start kind of matching it across all the way up. But then I got to go all the way up underneath there. And then the 5150 wall is going to stay where it is. And then again, I can go onto the sides here. And then all this crap, there's a piece right there I can use next. All this crap, my pedal board's down there, my Captain America suit is back there. That's going to get hung up. The other good thing, too, is like it was nice having the pegboards. You can see, like, I got the license plates hanging in the Bon Jersey poster over there. They're just hanging on little hooks. The other cool thing about doing this wood up there is that I can start hanging things normally up there instead of having to match up the holes. So, like those little, let me see. Hold on. You can see that I got my Van Halen magazines and stuff right up there on the little shelves. I got a bunch of those little shelves around the room. I think there's some over there. Yeah, you can see them. So those are going to come down, and then I can put them back up. I basically had to put them where the holes were. That's the only way, and had to find the studs. So once these wood pieces get up, I can put those wherever I want. And I kind of don't like the way where they are in the room now. So I will find better spots for them and go from there, and I'll be able to hang things just normally and not have to worry about, falling out of off the pegboard. They should give me an endorsement because every time I come on here, I'm always drinking one of these. These things are so good. Costa Rica Clementine. No sugar. No added sugar. Really good. So yeah, that's where I stand now with this stuff, and for a little while longer today, I'm going to, like I said, start taking stuff away from that wall back there. I actually just sold a Fender amp that we had gotten on points. My daughter wanted to play guitar, and then as soon as we got that in, she didn't want to play guitar anymore. The box was never opened, and she wanted to play bass, and then now she's not playing either. So I had this brand new Fender amp. So I think it was like a 212 Fender XL or something. I don't remember what model it was, but they sell for like $450 new, and a guy just came and picked it up. I sold it to him for $275. So that got out of here. So what I got to do next is move that stuff and make spots for me to continue working on the walls. Hey, Wes, what's up? Now that I know what I'm doing from that wall there, I don't know, Wes just came on. Let me show him what the studio is looking like, what I've been doing for the last few days. It's really hard to show you on this camera. Like, you got to be in here to see like how cool it looks. It's just and it looks so natural too. Like, it came up better than I was expecting. You do a few, 2, 3, maybe 4 rows with the 3.5 inch wide slats, and then you do the 5.5 or 6 inch wider boards. Then you do another 3 or 2, whatever. You just kind of build it up from I went from the bottom up. I basically, like, I started at one end, did the whole bottom all the way across, and then I picked up from that side and went back the other way, and then just kind of going back and forth like that, and then going up all the way up. I think that's the easiest way to do it. The worst part of it is, other than taking the pallets apart, which I'm not doing anymore because I just bought all those, just the pieces. The worst part was sanding and then staining 3 different colors of stain on the boards, and then obviously, like I said, leaving one batch just natural. So I got a lot of work to do. Like I said, I started on that wall there, going up, and I got to get over there, and I'll get it done. We got a lot of projects going on. We got a pool going in early June, probably the first week or 2 of June, and then we have a deck being built first week or 2 of July. Oh, and the side yard over here, the fence is all done, and yeah, and then it's up to me to go around this whole property and clean. And I need to buy a wood chipper or something, like a big branch chipper. I was looking at Harbor Freight. They got one for like $500 that goes up to 3-inch pieces in diameter. But a couple of guys were selling them on where did I see it? A couple of guys were selling them on Facebook Marketplace, I think. Yeah, one guy's selling one for $400, another guy's selling one for $150. So I'm looking on Marketplace again to see if anything else new went up. But I have so many branches and pieces of trees and stuff, just from the storms that are just laying around the yard that I just need to get them mulched up, and we can use them. We can actually use them for So we had the fence put in, and we're going to make beds in front of the fence. So we can probably just do it in there. Just drop all the chips in there. Sounds exciting. Yeah, I thought about renting a wood chipper at Home Depot, but I was kind of weighing the costs. I can't remember how much. Home Depot has them for. Hold on a second. I was just actually looking this up the other day too. What is this? I'll tell you in 1 second. Hold on. Rentals. Truck and tool rental. Chipper. Wood chipper. Here we go. Actually, they sell one at Home Depot for $500. Every time I check, here it is. Browse all tools. Trimmers and I think the last time I checked this, they don't have them there. But if they do have them, they end up. I think they're like $100 for a day, something like that. And I'm gonna need more than a day with it. Yeah, so you said it's $290 a day. I think I'd rather buy one for $500 because I'm gonna need it more than once because we got I don't know there's got to be 50, 60 trees in our yard, and we've had a bunch of trees taken down. So I need there's sticks everywhere and stuff falling, and I think it just might make more sense just to buy one and just keep it, and then I can use it a few times a year. Plus, I'm going to be making another fire pit because our fire pit that came with the house had fallen apart. But I might build one like the old house where I used the bricks and just made it like that. So I think I might buy one. I didn't even realize they sold them in Home Depot because last time I checked, they didn't have them. But it looks like, let me see, wood chipper. Chipper shredder. $4.99. Yeah, 3-inch diameter. CC tool upright. What if you? And I really don't want to pay more than $500 for one. So I don't do. I don't do landscaping anymore, so I don't really need it for that. I just need it for here. $500 isn't bad. That's actually cheaper than the one at what do you call it? Harbor Freight. Hey, what's up, man? Buy one to use it. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. I might want to check Amazon though. I've been getting crazy deals on Amazon. Wood chipper. Here we go. That's 2.5. Oh, here's one. $489, one $490, just about the same. Yeah, $489, $559. I mean, probably rather just go down the street to Home Depot and just pick it up rather than have Amazon deliver it and save $10, you know. But anyway, Glad a few people hopped on here, and Mike and Aaron and Adley Studios. Cody James. Was that you? Adley's, are you Cody James? Hey, what's up, Milena? Sean. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, somebody had messaged me on Instagram, and I couldn't remember trying to put everybody has a different username. They don't usually use their regular name like Mike here or Aaron. So I was trying to figure out who was who. So yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Like I said, I had a couple of people reach out just because I haven't been on here in a while. Everything's good. Had the surgery, went well, and just getting back into the swing of things now. Um, and just working here in the studio and getting everything kind of the way it should be in here. Still trying to sell my Marshall amp back there. And as you can see, the Chauvel's gone and the Telecaster's here. I'm still waiting on my EVH Franken Strat. Now they're saying May, and I'm waiting on the Quad Cortex, which I think is going to be here pretty soon. I'm hoping sometime in April. Oh, cool. Thanks. Yeah, I got my Helixes right there on the floor, but I'm probably going to be selling it, because I did purchase the Quad Cortex, and once I get it, I got 30 or 45 days. If you don't like, send it back. I got it from Sweetwater. I was on the pre-order, and I have a feeling I'm going to like it. And the main reasoning was I'm trying to shrink everything. The Helix, I love it. It's just, I don't know, it's too cumbersome. It's too big for me. It's just, I was thinking like down the road, if I ever get to play live again and we get on airplanes for gigs and all that, that's just too big of a unit to bring. And I don't want to do the little HX Stomp or the Stomp XL or whatever. I had the Stomp. I didn't like it. Not enough. I'd have to add a MIDI board or something because there wasn't enough control to it. So once that Quad Cortex comes in, I'll give it a run through. And the thing I like about it, it's pretty much can do almost everything that the Helix does. It can do everything that I need the Helix to do. The Helix actually almost does too much for my needs. But there's no expression pedal on it. I don't really use the expression pedal on the Helix, so that just that size factor. And the biggest thing is the capture, because I'm using the Synergy stuff, and to be able to capture my tone from the Synergy modules into the Quad Cortex and just only have to bring that to a gig. I mean, it's a no-brainer to me, and the pricing's right around the same. If I go sell the Helix, I can sell the Helix with the gig bag, or the briefcase, whatever they call that thing, the suitcase thing, backpack, and I also have Chad's full Helix plexiglass protector on it. I can sell all that. I could probably get about $1,400 for that, and that'll pay for the Quad Cortex. I just wanna slim down everything. It's kind of what I'm doing here in the studio. I slimmed down my computer. Like I said, I got the Mac Mini coming Friday and a new monitor, and getting rid of this iMac and getting rid of the other display I had. Moving stuff closer to my desk and not so spread out where I have no room. I was feeling a little claustrophobic in here for a while. Especially when I bought all those CDs. So I sold all those CDs, though. If you follow my eBay, my Rhode Island Picker thing, I bought like 3,000 CDs and made a little bit of money on them. And so one guy just came and took them all. I still have some left that I have listed on eBay, and actually this past weekend I sold 3 or 4 different lots of CDs, so still making money on those. But I just kind of want to pare down everything that I have. It's just I was building up too much stuff that I'm just never going to use. And the way things are going, I don't see myself playing any gigs for a while. So it's just the way it is. It's just reality. But one thing, let's see if I can. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a. I don't know if I'm gonna call it a treat, but let me try to sign in. I gotta go into my Dropbox here. Let me see if I can get this to work. So I mentioned earlier in this live stream that my friend Chris Longo and he's a drummer for Dirty Deeds, awesome AC/DC tribute. And we've been recording Animal by Def Leppard. And we did everything. He played the drums, sang some backing vocals, and I did the lead vocals and played all the guitars and the bass. And we've been working on that. And let's see if I can get this to work. All right, so can you guys hear that music? Before I do it, I'm just going to play. How does Jackal get away from playing shows? They're probably in a state that's not afraid. That's all I can say. Or they're playing gigs in states that aren't afraid of what's going on. This whole thing to me has been fair. Fair this, fair that. Mike says it's very loud. Over here, it wasn't showing that it was loud. Let me try that again. I'll bring this system audio down. I mean, there's shows going on here now too, but you're basically playing for nothing, which I'm not going to do. Just got a... I'm just looking at my eBay feedback. I like to keep up on this. All right, so Mike said that was really loud. I just want to play a little piece of what we've been working on here. So this is Animal by Def Leppard, our version. I'm only going to play the intro guitar solo. I'm not going to get into any vocals or anything right now because we're still working on them. So that's all you're getting for now. I'm hoping you guys heard that. Our goal with that is to finish it up, get it mixed the right way, master it a little bit, and then shoot a video for it. Obviously not a live video because there are only 2 guys doing it. We're just having a good time. We're having a blast recording this. I was at Chris's house Friday night, sitting down. We're both mixing. I re-sang the verses because I didn't like what I did previously. And it's singing it is I'm not a singer, and singing it is really tough. Joe Elliott's voice. The problem I was having was I was trying to sound like him too much rather than just sing it, naturally. So that's what I did Friday night. I sang it more my way. Hopefully it goes over well. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a singer. And but it's been a lot. It's been really fun to do it. We're probably gonna do more songs, but we're gonna do that, and we're gonna I'll go to his house and video record him. He's got like 2 cameras he can use, and I'll have a moving camera, and we will I'll get all the drum parts, and then he'll come here, and I'm gonna have to record myself playing the bass, playing the rhythm guitars, playing the solo guitars, uh, singing. We both got to do the backing vocal parts and all that. So it's just been fun. I just and the hardest thing is just getting Mutt Lang with the way he produces and mixes and the little tricks, and he doesn't tell you. He doesn't tell everybody the tricks that he uses. Just trying to figure out what they did. Because the song, and most of the songs are the same way, that especially on Hysteria, the songs are so layered with different sounds and techniques. And like we really listened, we put on, good headphones or Apple AirPods and kind of listened to the original and trying to pick up every little nuance that's in it. Like the guitar tracks, there's the basic rhythm guitars that are played twice and they're panned. And then there's there's the lead guitar. And then there's all in the verses. You hear these clean guitars coming in and out. And like I tried to pick all that apart and figure out what they would do. Because if you look at guitar, the sheet music or the tablature, they give you the basics of what they're playing. They don't show you every little piece that's in there. So I went back and listened to like 4 or 5 different versions of that song, and even bands that had done covers of it, just to hear what was in there, what wasn't in there, or maybe I wasn't hearing it right or whatever. But I think I got close with what's supposed to be in there, and we weren't trying to get it to sound exactly like the original, because we don't have the studio for that. Um we don't have the time. We don't have everything. Yeah, just like Sean's saying, Mutt recorded Hysteria 1 note at a time. I've heard that too, and I've seen the videos on basically chords on the guitar. We would play 1 string, record that, play the next string, record that, play the next string, record that. And they did that with, like, if you look at the backing vocals, they would sing 1 part like 20 times, or probably even more, and then do the next part 20 times. Then all that would get bounced down to one track. Then they do it again and again, and it would get all bounced down. And then they would actually, yeah, I've seen that video too. They would actually sing those parts again 20 times, but kind of like in a whisper voice. Like if they were doing like Pour Some Sugar on Me, they'd be like, normally pour some sugar on me, sing it like that, but then they'd do that 20 times, but then they take that same voice and kind of do it like, pour some sugar on me. Like kind of in a whisper 20 times. And that's how you get that. And I've heard that he used some kind of distortion on the vocals too, but you get that kind of eerie, wispy, almost sizzle to their backing vocals, and that's how they did it. So I don't think we're going to spend the time doing that, just because we don't have the time to do it, and there's only 2 of us, and neither one of us really is singers. But I think we got a happy medium on it that we're both kind of happy with. Chris is going to do the end high Joe Elliott parts, because my voice just doesn't go up that high, and so he's going to attempt that, and I think he sang the high parts in the choruses. I sang the pre-chorus and the chorus. I sang the lead, and then what's underneath that, I think there was like 2 other voices underneath that in harmony, and then there's a high one. And I think Chris did those. And we might double or triple track them. We're not sure yet. We're gonna see. We got it sounded pretty good for what it is. And for the guitars, I used my Synergy. I used the Friedman. For the cleans, I used the Buxom Betty. For the main rhythms and all that, the fills and everything, I use the BE 100, and then for the solos, for the lead, I use the Soldano, the SLO module. I think it sounded really good. And for the bass, I just went direct into Helix Native, and I think I used the Cougar 800 for that. And the tone we got out of that was we didn't really have to EQ anything. And for vocal mics, I used the SM7B. And Chris, when I redid him at Chris's on Friday, I can't remember what kind of mic he had. He had some kind of, I believe it was a condenser. I don't remember what it was. But it sounds good. I'm happy with it. I just don't know when it's going to be done. Because like I said, we're basically doing this on our own time, which both of us don't really have much of these days. So we're trying to get I think then maybe the next time I go over there, when we're mixing, or maybe before we start mixing, we'll just film him playing the drum parts with 3 different cameras, and I'll take all that footage, and it's just gonna be like a live performance video, even though we're not, live doing it, because we're not a full band. Yep, passion, and I was losing the passion up until recently, and I really didn't feel like playing much, but I went to Chris. I said, "Hey, you want to just record some songs?" And he's always up for it. He loves it, and that's why I even told him. I said, "Let's record these songs." And I said, "I want you to mix it." I said, "I'm sick of hearing my mixes because everybody has their own style of mixing, and I'm just kind of sick of my style." And he always does a good job, so I let him do it, and he's doing great. And obviously the key is to lay down tracks that don't need much done to them, which is what we tried to do. So I think we might try I Saw Red by Warrant next, just because I pretty much have all the music done already for that. I worked on that before. I even played the drums on it, but we're gonna take the drums out and let him do the drums because he's using a real kit, and he's got it mic'd up, and it sounds great in his room. And then maybe we'll do like Working for the Weekend by Loverboy. Haven't really decided what we want to do yet. We'll take it as it comes, and that's what I've been doing. Besides resting up from the surgeries. Hopefully that's it for the surgeries, because it'd be nice to feel normal again. It's been a while. It's probably been, I haven't felt normal since probably last May or June. That's how long it's been. So, and this was, for all this crap to happen in the last year, this was the year for it to happen, because there's no gigs. There's no way I would have been able to play, with the condition I was in going towards the second half of the year. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. You guys got any questions or anything? Just checking my email here. Hey, Diego. You also have an SA2. Same boy, love the neck. They're pretty rare now. What do you think of yours? I like mine. I actually traded it. I had I think I had an Epiphone Les Paul that I just don't get along well with Les Pauls. And a friend of mine had the Sambora, and he used to play in an Aerosmith tribute. And he obviously he knew I played in the Bon Jovi tribute, so he offered to make the trade, and he actually upgraded the bridge pickup in that as a Seymour Duncan Pearly Gates, so it's not all stock. The neck pickup is stock, but the Pearly Gates just really, really brought that guitar alive. I don't really use it much anymore because I use my Mutt Strat there, the wood toned one. That's my go-to guitar, but Like every now and then, I'll take that Sambora to a gig, or when we had gigs, and it always performs well. It needs to be cleaned up. It's been sitting up there for a year now without touching it. I should probably restring it and clean it, but yeah, it's a great guitar. Everyone's sick of the whole political state of the world. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, don't get me started on politics, because we're going down a road right now that is not good. Not good. Um, but yeah, I'm trying not to pay attention to anything that's going on, because being in the United States, I can see this whole thing is just going south real fast. Like the Grammys were on last night, and who was it? I don't even know what his stupid name is. Cardi whatever something. Up there, like barely any clothes on, grinding and all this stuff. That's okay to put on TV, but you can't watch a skunk trying to kiss another skunk in a cartoon, or a plastic potato head. No, that's not a guy. It's a girl. No. Oh, where does it say it's a boy? In the name it says Mr. Potato Head. The whole thing is stupid. And we're just going down a very slippery slope with this stuff. Pretty soon, you're not going to be able to say anything, because everything's going to offend someone. My whole thing is grow a set, get over yourself, and live your life, and stop worrying about stupid things. Worry about stuff that makes sense and what matters. I know what you meant. I'm just saying politics is really, I've never been a political person until I saw what happened in this last election, and I'll just leave it at that. And we're seeing the terrible results from it now. So um, that's it. That's that. But I do appreciate it, and it does, it makes you feel good that people do appreciate what I do. Like, I don't, you got guys like Pete Thorne and Richie Castellano, and uh, who else? Just name any of them, and they're just unbelievable beyond anything with what they do on their channels. And I just have my little thing I got going on here, and I do what I can when I can, and if it helps anybody, that's great. Grammy tribute to Van Halen was absolute joke. Yeah, I heard about that. I won't watch the Grammys. The whole thing is just nonsense. It's all when you're saying politics, the Grammys are all politics. They don't really care what people like, and actually, people are kind of made to like things. Uh, the media and everything just kind of force feeds what they want to be popular. It's been like that forever, but it's worse than ever now. The music on there, it's always the same crap, and the fact that they did a 15 or 19-second tribute to Eddie Van Halen was, like you said, absolute joke. It's just they don't know, they're not in the real world. Those people, they really aren't. Yep, it is the machine, and the machine sucks, which is I guess that's kind of what kind of soured me on. Like I said, I lost my drive for a little while there with music. Because I see what's going on. You just see it, and it kind of puts you, like, it made me not want to do anything. So, but now I'm just having fun, and do what I can, and can't wait for this get this Def Leppard song out. It's been, I've never sang lead really on anything, so it's I don't know how people are going to react to it, because it's not going to sound like Joe Elliott. But Aaron says I sing great. How would you know? Oh yeah, I sent you that clip. That was just a scratch vocal. That wasn't. I'm glad you're still here, Aaron. That was that's long gone. I redid it. I redid it and sang it more naturally. My presence on here fuels your drive. Awesome. Well, then my job is done, right? So I guess the next time I get on here, well, maybe once I finish all the walls, I'll come back and show you guys. And then one of the other reasons that we did that Def Leppard cover is because, when I do the live streams where I'm playing to the backing tracks, I was doing Animal, but the only backing track I have was terrible. Like, it wasn't tuned. It was like in between tuning, so I had to try to tune it down in some software, and it would never sounded right. And certain things are too loud, certain things are too soft. So my main thing was this, I told Chris, I said, you mind recording this with me, and then I can just take the vocal out and I can sing it live, but keep everything else in there. And it just kind of snowballed from there. So when I get back to doing these live streams, if I do, playing wise, I'll have my own backing track that, we built from the ground up and did. And hopefully I can, we can continue doing this. It's not like we're out every Friday and Saturday gigging, so. Am I in E flat? No, and that's another thing. My band is in E flat, but once the pandemic hit, I tuned on my guitar when I was doing these live streams, playing I wanted to play everything in the natural keys or in the natural tuning, so I have my guitars brought up to E. So when we recorded Animal, we did it in the original tuning, which is E, or A440. So I don't think that helped vocal wise because it just makes it harder to get up that high on some of those parts. But I noticed before we started recording it, I said, let me try this a half step down. And I played a little and tried singing, and it really wasn't that much of a difference. But one thing I did notice that the songs didn't sound as alive, tuned down a half step, if that makes any sense. It sounded a little more dull. So when I brought the guitars back up to A440, regular tuning, and played it, it just had more jump to it. So we decided to do it in the regular tuning, which now after trying to do these vocals, now we're rethinking that. But do I prefer 440? I only prefer 440 because of the guitars. They're fine in E flat. It's just, to me, they don't stay in tune as well, and especially going down even to D, for some stuff, they don't stay in tune as well. And the strings, they flap a little bit more. Not really too much, not too bad. But singing is a lot easier in E flat, obviously, than E because it's a half step down. Excuse me. But yeah, so we did it in 440. I'll play that little clip again. I don't know if Aaron, are you still here? I think Aaron might have left. I was going to play it. Just the intro. The Helix detune. I mean, it's usable. Now, are you talking about? Are you talking a detune like a Van Halen detune where you're just coming down like 9 cents on each side? Or are you talking about actually taking the whole guitar and tuning it to a whole different thing? Because I think I did that when I was doing those streams. I can't remember. It was one or two songs where I had to use the Helix detune, and it worked out pretty well. So I think it's usable. Yeah, the whole rack. Yeah, I think it's definitely usable. It's come a long way. I'd still rather tune the guitar down or up to whatever you need it to, but that just means an extra guitar. I'm curious to see once I get the Quad Cortex. They're going to be updating that thing, obviously because it's brand new. I'm just curious to see what they can do with it as far as the effects go, because it's right now they put a bunch of stuff into it, but I think they just wanted to get it out, and they started shipping. They're starting to ship this week or next. So I'm really curious to see where that goes. Yeah, the 3 point whatever it was update on the Helix. I mean, Line 6 to me is the number one musician company that I've ever experienced. That I've worked with them, I've met them, I've been out to NAMM. Unbelievable people, always helping, and they give you a lot for free. They give you a lot of stuff for free. Yeah, the Helix is like $1,500, but you buy it once and then they just keep updating it, and there's no cost to that. And it's not like they're updating it and they're putting in, little things here and there. They give you big updates and they really push what that unit can do, which is great. And I'm hoping that the Quad Cortex kind of follows in that direction. If they're smart, they will. They've made a big splash with they were at, I think it was at last NAMM where they announced it. But I feel like my allergies are starting up now. It's that season. What do we got left here? Wow, I've been here over an hour already. Jeez. I never, it never, it always surprises me how long I end up staying on this thing. Hey, thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna bolt out. Well, I'm not gonna leave here, but I'm gonna shut this down and get back to work, clearing some room back there so I can continue on the wall. The walls behind me. It's gonna be tough getting over because that wall I built in front of my garage door, and that's all insulated and soundproofed and everything. So I got to get up and over that. Let me get this camera back on. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can switch this. Yeah. So I got to get up. I got to get up there, get those boxes down, and then go all the way up. That side's not going to be too bad, but getting up and over that's going to be a little difficult, especially with the rafters in the way. And I got to get these wires out of the way too. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next, who knows, I'm hoping it's not going to take another more than 2 weeks. It just depends on how much time I have. And my daughter wants a pallet bed, so I gotta do that for her. But yeah, I gotta get back to work here. But thank you. Let's see who we have on here. We got Mike, Aaron, Wes was here, Sean, Melena, Diego, and I'm sure there were more, but I think that's everybody that was chatting here. But thank you guys and girls for coming in, and I'll get back on here. Like I said, once I get the walls done and this place cleaned up, I'll get back on here and show you, and hopefully I can stop playing again soon. That'll be good. But I'm going to sign out on this, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.